Hi, I'm Chas from Chas's Crazy Creations, and you're watching Hometalk. Let's get started. Let's start with ornaments. So you can buy something like this that your bulbs can go in, wrap them in tissue paper or newspaper, put them in here. Another option is this container, which gives a little bit more options in terms of what size your ornaments, or if you have odd shaped ornaments, and you can put these little plastic things in and put your ornaments in something like this. The nice thing about these is that they also stack and they go away nice and neat. But sometimes these can be a little expensive. So let's talk about some options that are a little less expensive. So this container is a cupcake holder that you can find at the dollar store. And you can easily just place your ornaments inside the cupcake holder. If you have something that's maybe more fragile, you might want to wrap it in some tissue paper or newspaper first. But ultimately, this is the same concept as those other ones for a fraction of the cost. So once you get all the ornaments in here, you simply place the lid on top and click it into place. Once they're all ready, you go ahead and you slide them into a box where they fit nice and snug. And again, a cardboard box might not be the right for your environment, but you could also use a Rubbermaid container. There's still some room for something else here. And once you're finished, you go ahead and close up the box. Now that's not all you can use. You can use egg cartons. And when you receive your shipments this holiday season, be sure to save things like packing peanuts, as well as those air pockets and anything else that is in the box making things safe. You can use those again and be very eco-friendly. Let's talk about your lights at the end of the holiday season. So you have a few options here. You can buy one of these. It's called an extension cord storage. You wrap it around like this. This is kind of what it looks like after it's done. So this is one option, and they sell these for just a couple dollars. You can get them at the dollar store or Walmart. The other option would be just to grab a hanger from your home. And you start by picking up an end. Let's make sure I don't get myself all tangled here from the start. And then you're gonna go ahead and wrap your lights around the hanger. When you're all done winding them, you simply take the cord at one end and plug it in, and now they're all set. So you can hang this in a closet, or you can store it in a bin. The choice is yours. Now, depending upon what kind of garland you have, you could again use a cord winder for this if you have thin garland, or the hanger. If you have, this is a thinner garland that I have, so I just go ahead and place it inside a bin and kind of go in a circle until it's all in here, and it will be easy to pull out next season. Now I also have a bigger garland, and you can do the same thing with the other garlands that like go up your railing, and I can use a bigger Rubbermaid container or box for those. And sometimes I can push it down a little bit, and then I can even store the lights in with it, and you're all set. Sometimes we have these popcorn tins that we've received, and you can use these and turn these into a lot of different things. But one of the things I like to use them for is my bow storage. So I just put all the bows in there and store them with the lid on. They are protected, they don't get really squished, and it's an easy way to store your bows. If you have more than one, you can stack them, and you can put ribbon in one or different things in these containers. At the end of the season, it's time to store your bags. I'm an eco-friendly person, so I like to keep my bags and reuse them next season. So I just use a boot box for this that I had. Again, you can use any container you like, but you store your bags or in your boxes, and then you put the lid on. And again, they stack, so really easy. With my boxes, I do the same thing. So I take a box, I collapse it down so it's nice and flat, and I place it in the bottom of this boot box. And again, you can change up the box that you want, and then I have some extra ones that I haven't used this season. I have these other ones that hold DVDs, and then those are my labels. And so once again, you can change up the box they go in, but so easy. And then, as I said before, they stack very nicely. Let's talk about wrapping paper. And once it's open, sometimes it just kind of wants to unwind itself. So one of my favorite hacks is to get these slap bracelets, and it will help hold the paper closed. And then I'll show you how I store them. So one of the things you can do is use a garment bag. And once you have your slap bracelets on your paper, you simply put the paper into the garment bag. You can line them all up in here. And then you can go hang it up in your closet, and you can put as many as you want to in here all the way across, and then pull it out and use it when you need to, or put it in the back end of your closet with the lights and maybe some other things. If you don't have hanging space, let's talk about another option. Another way to store your wrapping paper is to take an old box. I've torn the lid off of mine and put the slap bracelets on your paper so they don't catch with each other. And then all you do is simply put your paper into the box so it stands upright. You can put it in the back of a closet or store it somewhere else. If you're worried about it getting dusty, there we go. If you're worried about it getting dusty, just slide a garbage bag over the top of it and you're all set. Let's talk about a few ways you can take care of your tree. So this is a kitchen garbage bag. This is a small tree that we have. So one option is to leave your ornaments on it if they're not fragile. Carefully bring the kitchen bag over the top, pull it tight, give it a little tie, and you can store it like this and keep the dust off of it. So this is one option for a small tree. Let's talk about some more. So maybe you don't want to take the ornaments off, and if you have a small or 3-foot tree, this will work really well for it. You can just use cling wrap. The other option would be at packing stores. For movers, they sell flooring that is sticky to protect your floors. It's the same idea. So you just start by putting your cling wrap on. It's a little bit of a trick to get it going, but as you know, cling wrap often sticks to itself. So you just kind of got to get it started, and then once it's started, you can keep going, and you just wrap around your tree until the whole tree is covered, and this will keep dust off of it. And again, if you don't have fragile ornaments, or if you do it tight enough, it'll keep those ornaments in place until next year. Once you're finished wrapping it, simply cut the saran wrap edge, and it's ready to be stored. So this is my daughter's 4-foot tree, and I'm going to show you how we store this. So this is just a yard bag, and I'm going to grab this point and try to get it on the top. So I'm going to put it inside, get one of the corners there on top, and then I just work my tree down, or the bag around the tree. When I get to the bottom, I can use the pull tabs if I like, or I don't have to. But this just covers your tree and protects it from any dust or dirt while you're storing it for the year. So there you go. That's it for this size tree. Now you can do this same thing for a bigger tree. So I used to have about a 6-7-foot tree, and I get the biggest size trash bag that you can get for your yard. I pulled it out in half. The top went on just like this. The bottom half was the umbrella kind, so I took the base out, flipped it upside down, so now the bar is on top. The umbrella of the tree folds down this way. I stuck it in just like this, where the top was the bottom. This would have been the stem or the base. And then it umbrellas out just like this. So I pull the tree in half, or however many sections you have, get the largest garbage bag and put it over just like this, and you can easily store these and cover them without them getting any dust until next year. Here's a little look at some of our holiday storage when the season is done. Again, I'm Chas from Chas's Crazy Creations. Thanks for watching Home Talk, and I'll see you next time.